down. Okay? You probably had no idea what I was talking about. Then you're going down bow here. Okay? So really pay attention to that spot because all of those string crossings and things are a lot easier going down bow. I appreciate the fact that you can do them upside down. That's kind of tricky. Okay. Really rotate here for that. And we'll talk about that a little bit. Okay? Okay, and then in the minor section. This was all fine. Oh, it's even circled. Look at that. Slur, separate. Slur up. So you have to take a retake at the end of each one of these. A circle bow. If you're not doing a circle bow,
So do a bow lift?
yeah. Yeah, so it makes sense that you were like going, oh, okay, I'm just going to end on an up bow, but you actually have to do a circle bow there.
So,
Actually, at the end of every single section. Except for this one. Down, up, up. And then my final comment on these, as far as just basic review stuff, is are the hooks instead of the slur. And I'm hearing. So just some detail work that'll make it easier and also more
so
stylistic.
like, on every one of these, or just
How do you mark a circle? You call a bow lift? Bow lift. Okay, I'm going to just write that in. Bow lift. Bow lift. So the only time you do not have a bow lift is at the end of the first section. Ha! Surprise! Down, up, up. Yes, and the dots make it a hook instead of a slur. Yes? Okay. That's a separate. Down, up, down, slur. Yes. And what's marked in orange, Elena? What's marked in orange? High three. Are you playing high three? Could be higher. Let's just say that. So how do you know if it's high enough? Well, I mean, you can hear it for sure. But if your three's touching your four, it's high enough. And your four is in tune, of course. So it's a low two, high three. Still not high enough. So that's a regular three. Slow down. It's a regular 3D natural. Now it's D sharp. Separate. Yeah, so Miss Elena, what I would suggest, I think you need to work through this a little bit more with the music. Because there are some spots that you've learned with some wrong notes, which will affect how it sounds. And also how you've learned it in your ear, you might have to change your inner song a little bit. Have you ever found that? You're singing along to one of the pieces that you're playing and you realize that you just kind of improvised your own little thing.
But I did that.
Well, maybe not necessarily wrong, but you just kind of came up with something else that wasn't on the recording, and then all of a sudden it works its way into your playing, and then all of a sudden, you have to fix it. So you have to undo and relearn it. So there are just a couple spots that I think you've learned with an incorrect bowing that if you go back through and really analyze it, so maybe we should try it with the music just to make sure. Because I don't want you to have any questions like, I'm not sure where that D sharp is, I'm not sure where that slur is. Now the first part's just absolutely fine. So let's start from here, very slowly. That's not slow. That's your idea of slow?
Yeah.
My idea of slow is check every note, every bow. So just that much again by yourself. I like it. What's that note? Yeah. What note is before it? What's it called? C what? Yeah, but what kind of C? Oh! So what's the difference?
Natural?
Natural. So what's this one?
Natural?
Yes! What were you playing? Yeah. Yeah, so it's a natural here. Natural. Now this is kind of confusing, I think, because there's a natural in a parentheses, which looks like it's an accidental, but it's not. Because the key signature, as you lovely analysis up here, you put down low 2 on the E string, low 2 on the A string, high 2 on the D string. However, Bach has added these D sharps and C sharp right there. Okay, so that's a low 2. I'm going to put your pencil out. So if you need to write anything in and hit, you can write something in. Low 2. Yes.
But it's like my fourth finger is pulling it this way.
So what do we do about that? Do we allow the fourth finger to rule the second finger?
It's a fourth finger, and then it's here, and then it's a fifth finger again.
No. So how are you going to accomplish this? How are you going to deal with this?
Through this book.
Little rotation, perhaps? Or maybe you actually release the second finger if you need to and come back to it. Okay? Now your one's a little low. Okay. What did you do? It worked. Yeah? I don't know. I was busy concentrating on what I was doing. I'm gonna watch you this time. Because it worked. Whatever it was, let's make it happen again. And now analyze it and make sure it happens again. I know what you did. You still don't know? You released your second finger, rotated for the 4, and came back to the second finger. Oh, it worked. So when you find a spot like that, and it's like, oh, my fourth finger keeps pulling that finger out of tune, you gotta figure out a solution, right? We don't just say, we'll just play that note out of tune, it'll be fine. Because you have all these cool tools, right? And you've got the rotation, you can use your fingers independently. Yeah, all that good stuff. So my suggestion, if I had another week with you, we would go back through and really take this thing apart and put it back together. So what I would love for you to do before you see your teacher next is really analyze each little bit with the music, and then when you are absolutely convinced that every bowing, every note, every finger, that you understand it, that you go away from the music at that point. And how do you know if it's all correct? You have another tool.
Well, if it sounds right and the scale says it sounds right.
But, you know, your slurs probably sound right, even though they're not in the music. So how do you know if it's right or not? Look at what your dad has right over there. Hello. Record it. And then sit there with your music and watch. In fact, I do that with my students a lot. I'll have them record something that they've been working on
Yes.
and send it to me. So like if I'm gone for 3 or 4 weeks and they want to get a check off on something, they'll record it and they'll send it to me. Sometimes they don't know if there's a wrong note or a wrong bowing, so I'll check it for them. But I think you know this well enough and hear it well enough that you'll be able to go, oh, that D sharp isn't right, or that C natural isn't low enough. You play so beautifully, really nice work, beautiful phrasing, and just very, very sensitive player, which I really enjoy. One last thing, and then we're gonna have a quick conference at the end, so we'll take a really fast picture, and then I'll excuse everybody. I noticed that when you're concentrating, and I do the same thing, you're looking over here, which makes your bow go here. I think if you focus your concentration face this way on your bow, then it'll keep your bow straighter. Can you see your bow? Yeah. So I just noticed that when you were playing from memory, that you were looking this way, which makes your bow go this way. So just be aware of that. And when you watch it back, I bet you'll see it. Oh, I see that. All right, sweetheart, let's have about, I could go for, an hour with all of you. So